Daniel Losh is the Missoula
Yeah,
operations
yeah.
manager for NorthWestern Energy. He'd been on the job 1 month when Mother Nature ran a freight train of wind right through Missoula.
I was out in Florence and we lost power and the winds were pretty severe. So I jumped in my truck to come to the office to see what was going on. And when I pulled into Missoula, I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. But we still didn't know how bad it was. When I arrived at the office, I was actually looking back through my phone and had a text to my wife saying, worst nightmare imaginable for an operations manager.
No communications, no internet, obviously no power, but still, NorthWestern Energy started dispatching crews to untangle the mess and get replacement poles and lines ready to install. They had to work fast. 44,000 people lost power in 11 minutes when that storm hit the Missoula area.
But in 20, 30 minutes, we had 6 crews at the door of the office, ready to go and get things, cleaned up as quick as we could. So by 5 o'clock the next morning, we had half the people back on out of the 44,000 that were out.
Linemen from around the state responded to Missoula, digging out from a shredded urban forest that complicated the response.
We have an incident command system, and right away we had everybody deployed to come over here, to the point of about 250 people. So it was all hands on deck.
It would cost NorthWestern Energy more than $4 million to fix the damage to its equipment. 115 poles broke, and thousands of feet of power line needed replacing. But every storm has to end sometime.
I think the thing that we learned the most was the incident command system that we put together worked. And, we practice it. We go through situations like this so that when this came through, we were ready for it. That was probably the biggest thing. As far as infrastructure and things along those lines, we're constantly trying to upgrade the system, whether that be poles or, insulators or whatever. So that's a constant that we're trying to do.
I look back at it, and as an operations manager, you never want to experience something like that, but in a way you do, because you kind of want to test your team and test how you can respond to something like that. And looking back at it now, it's a very proud moment to think about how everybody comes together and how it was resolved and how the community really came together.
This was a once in a lifetime event, and hopefully we don't see anything like this anytime soon.
In Missoula, Jill Valley, MTN News.